Today I've got something super special for you. 3 healthy meal prep recipes that you can make in 20 minutes or less each. Quinoa egg bowls, black bean quinoa bowls, and a soba noodle stir fry that are all 3 incredibly delicious. I've said it time and time again, and I will say it until I'm blue in the face. Meal prep is a gazillion times more effective than willpower alone when you want to stick to a healthy diet. Today I'm not only showing you 3 healthy meal prep recipes that are quick to make, but also delicious. Yes, bacon can be part of a healthy diet as long as you enjoy it in moderation. And I actually think that building in your favorite foods into a nutritionally balanced meal is the best way to look forward to your meal prep, look forward to what you already created, and you're way more likely to actually stick to eating healthy because it becomes somewhat of a lifestyle instead of a diet. Now, enough with the talking and let's get to the recipes. For the quinoa egg bowls, start by pulling out the Instant Pot. And then add 1.5 cups of quinoa to it and 1.5 cups of water. Then place the egg trivet or regular trivet on top of the quinoa and place 4 fridge cold eggs to the trivet. Put on the lid and seal it, and then set the Instant Pot to 1 minute on high pressure and wait for full natural pressure release. In the meantime, get a chopping board and 4 rashers of bacon and cut the bacon into thin slices. Add the bacon to a preheated pan and fry it, stirring occasionally until it's golden and crispy. Once it's golden, add your bacon bits to a colander over a bowl to drain them. Keep that bacon fat, by the way. You can cook other things with it. You can store it in the fridge. Then put the drained bacon bits on a paper towel lined plate and pat them with the paper towel to remove all excess fat. This makes the bacon bits super duper extra crispy. Now set the bacon aside and get a red bell pepper. Deseed the pepper and then cut it into super fine slices. Then set those aside as well. Now quickly prepare an ice bath because your Instant Pot safety pin will probably drop any minute now. As soon as the safety pin dropped, you will want to immediately remove your eggs and place them in the ice bath to stop from further cooking. And now it's already time to assemble your delicious meal prep bowls. Divide the quinoa amongst 4 meal prep containers and then wait a little for the quinoa to cool down so your salad leaves don't wilt. Once the quinoa isn't steaming hot anymore, add a large handful butter or Boston lettuce to the bowl as well. Divide the sliced pepper amongst the bowls and also the crispy bacon bits. Then top the bowls with a hard-boiled egg. And lastly, as a dressing basically, we're going to add a generous dollop of store-bought or homemade hummus. These delicious meal prep bowls last in airtight containers in the fridge for up to 4 days. Next up, we've got black bean quinoa meal prep bowls. Just like with the others, start by pulling out your Instant Pot and add 1 cup quinoa and 1 cup water to the pot. Put on the lid and seal it, and then set the pot to 1 minute on high pressure and wait for full natural pressure release. In the meantime, get a red bell pepper, deseed it, and then dice it. Then set the diced pepper aside and get a can of black beans. You can obviously cook your own beans, and I have a full tutorial on how to do that, but because we're trying to stick to the 20-minute prep time, we're using canned today. Open your can and then drain and rinse the beans. Now it's already time to assemble the meal prep bowls. Divide the quinoa amongst 4 meal prep bowls and let it cool down a little so it doesn't make your baby spinach wilt. Once it's not steaming hot anymore, add a large handful of baby spinach to all bowls and then top each bowl with 1/4 of the black beans, 1/4 of the diced red bell pepper, about 1/4 cup of cooked corn, and 1 tablespoon of hemp seeds. Now your 4 bowls are ready, but this alone would be super dry, so let's prepare a delicious dressing for the bowls. Get a sealable jar and add half a tablespoon mustard, sea salt and pepper to taste, the juice of 1 lime, and 4 tablespoons of avocado oil to it. Then seal the jar and shake it until everything is well combined. Now divide the dressing into 4 portions and store 1 portion for each bowl. This lasts in the fridge in airtight containers for up to 4 days. Now lastly, let's make an incredible soda noodle stir fry. This dish can be eaten both warm and cold. It's delicious either way. For the stir fry, you will first want to get a large pot, fill it with water and bring the water to a boil. In the meantime, get a chopping board and 4 scallions. Cut off the roots and then slice the scallions. Now divide them and place the oniony part into one bowl and the green part into another. Get back to the chopping board and finely chop 2 large cloves of garlic, and once chopped, add them to the bowl with the oniony part of the scallions. Now get some broccoli and remove the stems. You can keep them to make soup or anything else you want, but we won't need them for the recipe. Cut just the top part into small florets. Really take your time here and make sure you cut them small or else they will take too long to cook. Next, get a red bell pepper and deseed it. And then slice it. Now set this all aside and check your water in the pot. It's probably boiling by now. Add 7 ounces of soba noodles to the boiling water and cook for 3 minutes or as long as instructed on your package. Then drain the noodles and keep them warm. Get a large pan or wok and preheat it over medium heat. Once the pan is hot, add a drizzle of avocado oil and first add the oniony part of the scallions and the chopped garlic to it and stir fry it until fragrant, about 1 minute or so. Then add the chopped broccoli, sliced pepper and a handful of shiitake mushrooms to the pan and stir fry for about 5 minutes or until the vegetables become super bright in color. At this point, move everything a little to the side and add 4 sole fillets cut up into bite-sized pieces and stir fry everything for another 3 minutes or until the fish is cooked to your liking. Now add the soba noodles and 3 to 4 tablespoons of low sodium soy sauce. Now the next ingredient is optional. I absolutely love spicy stir fries, but if you're not into spicy food, feel free to omit it. I love adding 1 teaspoon of salsa matcha or sambal oleg. Now use some tongs to mix it all up really well. And lastly, add just a teaspoon or 2 of sesame oil to the stir fry. Now ideally you would want to divide this into 4 meal prep containers, but because I already have all my meal prep containers in use for the other recipes, I'm just unnecessarily ladling everything into a pretty bowl that I got for the sole purpose of this video. So ladle everything to your bowl if you are using a bowl. And then sprinkle the green part of the scallions on top of everything and a little bit of toasted sesame seeds. And there you have it, 3 delicious meal prep recipes you can make in under 20 minutes each. If these 3 recipes speak to you and you want to make meal prep and meal planning and clean eating part of your lifestyle, go check out my 6-week clean eating program. It is packed full of delicious clean eating, healthy recipes and a lot of meal prep ideas. Check the link in the description, and if you are going to make any of these 3 or all 3 of these meal prep recipes that I showed you today, please don't forget to snap a picture and show me. I love seeing when you make any of my recipes, and I'll see you with my next video. Bye!